Your Excellency, Privy Councillor Dr. Kasem Batanachai, dear Kunyin Kasama Goraban, dear Mr. Baron Ira Sena, distinguished guests, dear Dr. Spitz, dear Dr. Hausler. I am happy and privileged to be with you here today. I have assumed my office as ambassador, as German ambassador in Bangkok, Thailand, only a year and a half ago in August 2011. And looking back, I can say that education has been one of the main issues in my meetings with companies, government agencies or universities. It was also the political focus of many political visitors we had to Thailand. Our Minister of State, Cornelia People, who inaugurated our Jubilee year of 150 years of diplomatic relations. So we are celebrating, if you like, today a double anniversary, 20 years of Nanmeebooks, congratulations, madam, and 150 years of friendship and cooperation between our two countries. Education was also a very important topic when the German foreign minister paid an official visit to Thailand, and first and foremost, Her Excellency, the Thai Prime Minister, discussed education high on the agenda when meeting the German Chancellor in April this year in Berlin. So, ladies and gentlemen, you see the topic you will be discussing today is of high operational relevance. It's of high importance for our two countries and our two governments. 150 years of diplomatic relations and friendship, that is a long time. It was in 1862 that a treaty of friendship and amity was concluded between what was then the Kingdom of Siam and between what was then the Kingdom of Prussia. Today it's Germany and the Kingdom of Thailand. Ever since, both countries have developed a keen interest to enhance bilateral trade or employ specialists for building a modern infrastructure in Thailand, but also to cooperate in education. Shortly after the signature of this treaty, young Thai students came to Germany for their secondary and university studies, and first and foremost it was Prince Rangsit who came to Germany, to Heidelberg, spent many years there, acquired language skills and brought back much of his experience, of his knowledge to his home country, to the Kingdom of Thailand. He studied then already education, ladies and gentlemen, the topic of today's conference. So it is 150 years ago that the foundations of our cooperation in this field have been laid. And I'm gratified and proud to say that today German universities maintain more academic cooperation networks with Thailand than with any other East Asian countries. It's well beyond 200 cooperation projects. Earlier this week, the Nobel Prize for Peace, Professor Zurhausen, visited Thailand, and he said his own academy, his own institute, has multiple cooperation programs with Thai universities, more than with any other country in Asia. I think this speaks for itself. I think this speaks for the high interest both sides have in common research and cooperation. So I think it's a pertinent idea to look at the foundation of education at schools and their requirements today, as you have done, Your Excellency, in your opening speech. Besides parents, grandparents and families, it is teachers indeed who are the main factor for providing education to children, and all of us who are assembled here this morning, all of us have their memories of good teachers, all of us have their memories of teachers where we felt there was still some way to go. So, Your Excellency, it is really the knowledge of teachers, their commitment and their own approach to life and society as a whole, which are the key elements to pass on to children as a tools to succeed in their later life. Teachers have a great responsibility in our societies, just like medical personnel. Teachers, they hold the keys for the future of our societies and for our prosperity. Therefore, quite rightly, they enjoy a high social standing in my country and in Thailand. In many countries, as you know, teachers are not employees of a school but enjoy the status of a civil servant, and I think that's good so. They also need a reliable framework for their important tasks and duties. Education is recognized as a key objective both in Thailand and in Germany, and it goes far beyond knowledge transfer. It refers to activating the whole range of potentials, of gifts that lie hidden as a secret treasure in every child. Teachers are the ones who need to help the children to discover their own special capacities and ideas. To tackle with the global challenges of tomorrow, ingenuity and bright ideas will be in high demand. Ladies and gentlemen, we are no longer living in a world of heavy machinery and raw materials alone. We are living in an information society where knowledge is the name of the game, and this holds particularly true for my own country, for Germany. Germany is poor in natural resources, but we are rich in bright, young, dedicated students and teachers. That's the raw material Germany has. It is not iron or other raw materials anymore, and everybody in Germany knows to keep our place, to maintain our standard of living, to play a role in the concert of nations. We depend on knowledge, on information, on good education, on good teachers, on dedicated students. The children of today, ladies and gentlemen, need to find the solutions of tomorrow, and that is why with the school projects, House of Little Researcher, a project which was developed in Germany and very successfully introduced into Thailand by my friends of Nanmeebooks, children are invited to science. Children can easily understand scientific research and phenomena through this project. Children like a colorful world and a playful approach to life. Thus, projects like the House of Little Researchers, but also the National Science and Technology Fair, which was attended by well over 1 million visitors, are a promising approach. Germany, my country, my embassy, have participated in this fair for the 4th time already, and I personally was fascinated and gratified to see all the wonderful designs around the fair. Children's University is a project with Nanmeebooks, which Nanmeebooks has recently introduced to Thailand in partnership with well-renowned German organizations such as the German Academic Exchange Service. Ladies and gentlemen, each child carries the seed of happiness, the seeds of success, but only with the right environment and an appropriate care can these seeds develop to their full blossom. A good school provides a safe and caring environment where children can grow up to their potential. A good school invites children's curiosity and allows question. A good school will provide a child with choices, as does real life. The use of modern equipment, even IT equipment, is certainly an important tool. It's part of our time. It is good that we prepare for our children for these challenges, that we make them IT savvy, but it will not replace the teacher as the main transmission element for education. When I think back to my own time in school, there was one aspect especially important to me, the language side, the linguistic side. I studied old languages, English and French, at school, which opened in a way the way to understanding the thinking of people living centuries, decades ago in the past. And maybe this interest in foreign languages and foreign cultures paved my way into diplomacy and ultimately even to Thailand. If that was the case, it was a good choice. Ladies and gentlemen, a good school should also provide the possibility to learn foreign languages. Again, we are living in a globalized world, and languages, they are our first and foremost tool and instrument of communication. This does not mean that we neglect or abandon our native language in all its richness, in all its depth, in all its feeling and colorfulness. But if we are realistic, we must and should acquire language skills, be it English or French or German in Europe, or Chinese or Japanese or Korean in Asia. Languages are the tools for communications, and we should open to our children the doors to foreign languages, so to be able to find their way around in a modern globalized world. Ladies and gentlemen, one thing I'm very happy about, there are in Thailand 4,000 students learning German as a foreign language, and tendency sharply increasing. The demand in German is increasing, and we are working hard. The German government, the Goethe Institute, the German Academic Exchange Service, to satisfy that demand, and we would like to open the doors for young and bright Thai students who would like to come to our country and to spend an exchange year at a school or at a university in Germany. I hope and I know that this experience will give them a competitive edge, a competitive advantage compared to other students. This holds not only true as far as access enrollment in universities is concerned, but also concerning German business companies. There are 600 German companies doing business in and with Thailand, and they are looking for qualified staff members, for qualified students, and a certain German language skill can be a comparative advantage. Ladies and gentlemen, you know Thailand, ASEAN are approaching the year 2015, the creation of the ASEAN economic community, and yet again that's a challenge for each and every society in Southeast Asia, and yet again education in AEC 2015 will be the name of the game. That will be the comparative advantage in this unfolding major market. Education starts early, at the earliest age, if you like, at kindergarten, but it continues to adult life. It continues to all of us up to the present day. And it's therefore that in Germany and in Thailand there is great interest to work together to establish the best education for our children. As far as I have learned, there is no better partner for my country than Nanmeebooks in Thailand. And once again, Madam, to you, to your staff, to your company, our thanks and appreciation for the wonderful programs you are carrying out. As an ambassador, I'm very happy that Her Royal Highness Princess Sirinton has initiated and closely accompanied many of these bilateral projects with her outstanding personal interest and personal commitment. Excellency, ladies and gentlemen, I thank you very much for your attention and I wish you all a successful conference today. Thank you.